2, 3, go. All right, hi guys. I wanted to go over what's going to be required today in class. We're going to have a lab assignment that looks like this, which I'm going to go over. We're also going to have a little quiz on the tape measure, all right, which is going to be due. You need to put your name on this. The substitute teacher will be here. You're going to put your name on this, complete this worksheet. It's on measuring, and hand it in for a grade. This will be a classroom grade, all right? This is also a worksheet. This one's extra credit. You don't have to do it. If you run out of things to do, you can work and practice this. We've gone over it in class. It's just labeling the parts of a foundation and a wall. So that is also something. In addition to that, there's 4 ladder certifications that need completed in Canvas. They're already assigned to be due today. So they're also end of the year requirements. So they need to be done as well. So you have 4 Canvas assignments. I know you won't get all this done. So some of you have some of the ladder assignments done, but in Canvas there's a ladder certification, 4 certifications that need to be completed. We talked about that, all right? I'm gonna go over now what the lab assignment looks like. The lab assignment is J21. We did this at the beginning of the year. You guys have had some time to practice. Now we're gonna do it again to see if you've learned anything. And it's gonna be graded, so you're gonna hand in the 2x4 with your name on it at the end. You're gonna get a 2x4 from over there in the strap rack. All right, you're gonna need a handsaw, a cross-cut saw for this operation. You're gonna need a speed square or a tri-square or some type of square. Speed square will probably work the best. It looks like this. You're also gonna need your carpenter's pencil or some type of marking device. And we're gonna practice marking and cutting like we did at the beginning of the year. So the first step is we're going to check the end of the 2x4 and make sure it's square, right? So we're gonna check that for square with our tri-square. This particular piece is, if it's cut with the miter box, it typically is, all right? The next step is we're gonna go down here and we're gonna cut this 24 inches long with our crosscut saw. So we're gonna hook our tape measure here at the butt joint, or the crosscut. We're gonna mark this 24 inches with our crow's foot, like so. We're gonna square it across, and we're gonna cut it with our crosscut saw and our saw horses. Again, it's going to be important that you get yourself set up right. Notice I have saw horses. I've got every tool that I need before I get started. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut this to the waist side of my line. This is the piece that I need, so I'm going to cut it to this side of my marking, just like so. After I cross cut it, my piece should be 24 inches long. All right, just like so. Now, I'm gonna proceed to mark off all of these measurements. Here, we're gonna start with 23.5 first. Right here's 23.5, and I'm gonna work my way back, marking, measuring, and squaring across all these measurements. So the first one is 23.5. I'm gonna hook my tape measure on here, measure over 23.5, and put a crow's foot. If you need help with your tape measure, right here at the help desk, there's all kinds of information on how to read your tape measure. After you mark it, you're gonna square it across. Just like so. That's the first one. After you square it across, you're gonna check it off your paper. Just like so, that you finish that one. 23.5, you're done. You're gonna move to the next one. 22 and 11/16. We'll hook again, 22, 11/16. We're gonna put a crow's foot. We're gonna mark it across. We're gonna check it off on our paper. This is what we refer to in construction as a cut list. And we have to do these all the time. Your foreman will hand you a list of items to cut and mark and measure, and you'll take the list and you'll perform these operations. The next one is 21 3/8. We're gonna hook on, measure 21 3/8. Mark it across, check it off. We're gonna proceed through the entire set of numbers on the list. When we're done, you'll have a whole bunch of markings across this 2x4. You're gonna flip it over. You're gonna put your name. Everyone's assigned one board. Mr. Adams, I put on there, and you're gonna submit it in my classroom next to my desk. You're gonna actually, we're gonna hand them in right here. Sit it right here when you're done. When you're finished, you can lay it right on this podium desk right here. All right, you understand? That's where I'm gonna pick them up to grade them, so if you hand them in somewhere else, I won't know where they're at. Make sure your name's on them and all the markings are on, all right? Anyway, thanks and have a great day, and please be kind to the substitute.